taking these fucking Daniel Jones. Holy mo!
Yeah,
If he has a solid three preseason weeks, does he start? No, we've said 8 million times, not week 1.
did we cover that? I don't know if we covered that one.
Look at the new guy here since breakfast asking about Daniel Jones starting week 1.
I think we're live. I'm not sure. Let's see. People, if you are in the chat and you hear me, let me know. Let me know. People, if you are in the chat and you hear me, let me know. We are live. We are live. Welcome back. Welcome back. I've been playing around. a little bit. Let's see if this works. Can you hear this? Ready?
I can.
Can you hear this?
Oh.
You cannot.
Cannot.
Huh. You cannot hear that.
Loud and clear on the mic, but whatever you tried.
Loud and clear. Oh. I got it. I know why. How about now?
Four hosts, they bout to wreck shit like Marco. Addicted to the Giants like it's Netflix and Narcos. The CEO making big moves as per usual. Captain Negative calling everybody delusional. This podcast is number one. Like when you take a piss, so share the link and pass it. Like Benjamin making spliffs and Mr. Make-A-Wish. The sophisticated click. I spit offensive lines, now Tim can take a sip of some beer. Because he likes the taste of it, right? Don't forget the New York Giants beat the Patriots twice. The sickest dudes eating chips and salsa like it's Victor Cruz. Win or lose, always gonna root for Big Blue. It's true. This a classic show. Tyree, catch it, bro. Play a drinking game while you listen and call it Plaxico. Take a couple shots. If it's funny, you can rewind to Bleed Blue. Means it's in their jeans like Levi's. Eli, man in the shit, just like a sailor. Captain, we attacking bum rush like Lawrence Taylor. Podcast on point, the sharpest arrows. BBG stay gritty like Mark Bavaro.
Did you hear any of that?
Very faintly, it wasn't like it was connected. It was definitely in the background.
Well, other people heard it. I switched off and other people heard it, so that's good.
Good.
Nikki, what's going on in Vegas today? What is the rundown there? What's the schedule like?
I wish I was in Vegas. I am in San Diego.
You're in San Diego? Oh, I thought you were in Vegas.
I went to Vegas the second time I called in. I was going for a wedding. That was a blast. I actually saw my chick's best friend's fake boot, so I was very happy about that.
At the wedding?
Yeah, at the wedding. It was good. I got the pass for the flight, too, so I was all good.
Was this a nip slip, or was this an intentional sort of deal going on there?
Yeah, this was I got my fake boobs, and all the girls in the wedding party were like, "Let me see them." And I was like, "There's no way there's a pair of fake titties coming out of this topless pool, and I'm not gonna see them." And my wife was like, "It's okay." And I was like, I engaged the spank bank, and here we are.
Oh man. So again, we got a ton of questions, and let me pull them up myself. Hold on. Were there any that were interesting to you? Just to catch everyone up, Golden Tate's suspension was upheld, like we talked about yesterday. We didn't think he was going to beat it, and he didn't. There was a possibility that they might have given him decrease it to a game or two, but full 4 games, so he's going to be out. And we are in the midst of a quarterback controversy. John Mara, once again, likes to stir the pot and make everything horrible. And that's the 20-second wrap-up.
Of the last 24 hours.
Yeah, pretty much. Of course.
Go for it, Marco.
Of course, everything is open. The comment section is open. If anyone wants to chime in, they got any questions.
I'm loving this A Corvette 48. Over under 10 touchdowns for Evan Ingram.
Over under 10 touchdowns for Evan Ingram.
Big target. One of our only guys that have a rapport with Eli.
Yeah. Well, Sterling Shepard's probably going to play week 1, I'm guessing, right?
Yes. I mean, he's still practicing. That guy's got to play.
Right. Golden Tate gone for 4 games, so there's a target missed. How many touchdowns did he have last year? I don't think it was that close.
No, it wasn't that many. Tate's not a red zone guy. He's a all yak.
Yeah, but
He is
getting the ball thrown to you, things happen.
absolute opportunities.
4 hosts, they bout to wreck shit like 4.
Is that me?
4 hosts, they bout to wreck shit like Marco. Addicted to the Giants
me.
like it's Netflix and Narcos.
I did my own little.
Like Ghostface for a minute.
I did my own little remix. I went to Google how many touchdowns Tate had, and I hit the button by accident.
We will have everything under control by week 1, ladies.
Oh yeah, no, this
Not
is always a work in progress. Oh, Golden Tate, Evan Ingram TD. Evan.
10 over under 10. All right. Eli throws 40. Maybe if we're lucky. 35. I'm gonna say under, but I mean, if you said 9.5, I'd go over.
I'm looking to see 6. Well, he's had 9 in his career. He had 3 the first year in 2008. No, he had 6 in 2017, 3 in 2018. So he's trending in the wrong direction.
Yes, well, a lot of 18 had to do with our absolute piss poor line and Odell soaking up a ton of shit, but then
Yeah. I'm going to go over as well. I think, missing Tate, opportunities there, no Odell, obviously. I'll go over. Over for Evan Ingram, 10 touchdowns.
piggyback on that, over under 35 touchdowns for Eli.
Jeez, man. That is...
Because if he doesn't throw 30, that means Evans scoring a third of the touchdowns that Eli throws. And if you put it in that perspective, perspective's a mother jumper.
Right. 35? Let's go to the tape. How many do you think he threw last year?
26?
21.
21.
I am going to say he is under.
Under by a lot, right?
Yeah, guess how many times Eli Manning has thrown for more than 35 touchdowns? 35, you said, right? 35.
Once. Yeah, over 35 once. He threw 38, I think, in 12?
No, he has thrown 35 exactly one time. In 2015.
Oh, 15, okay.
So, yeah, the math tells you under.
Oh man, that's tough. I'm gonna go under, but if I think he gets 9 on the dot, Evan Ingram. If you look at it from how many touchdowns Eli throws, a couple of those things are going to be screens to Saquon, where Saquon just does something unbelievable. I would assume.
Right. We got a few for Eli. We got a few 30s in there, but mainly he's a mid-20 type of guy.
Yep.
There we go. 2 questions. Bang, bang.
Love it.
What were the other ones? Which one? The Zeke suspension. You saw that one.
Yeah.
Zeke sitting out now, not suspension.
I don't think he does. I mean, the whole offense goes through that guy. One, I don't know. Both of them are in a terrible situation. The whole offense goes through Zeke, so he holds the cards there. I mean, everything goes through that guy. But he's got 2 years left on his contract. So, I mean, if he doesn't accrue a year, then he still has to play for 2 years under a Dallas contract or retire. So I think something gets worked out regardless, and he plays.
I think he's holding out. Hold out for the money.
Yeah, how with 2 years on that thing?
It's the right move to do. They'll get him his money. I think it's going to be awkward if you're getting like 20 and you look over and Dak is getting 40, but
That's comical.
Jason Jones says he thinks Eli is going to go 23 with 11 interceptions.
23-11 picks. I think that is that guy watches giant football.
Yeah. Jason, I think you're on the money with that one. 23. How many games? That's the better prediction.
I'm sure he's thinking all 16. 23 touchdowns for Eli in a shortened year would. I mean, if he's on pace for 35, why do you even sit him?
Yeah, this is true. Best he's ever done. Miguel Mejia. Who's the starting linebackers week 1?
Oof.
Well, we got.
My gosh.
I don't think it's going to be anyone totally out of the ordinary though.
Yeah, who was that guy last night? We said was
B.J. Hill.
Everybody. No, the other guy that everybody was raving about.
Lorenzo Carter.
Yeah, Lorenzo Carter. That's the guy. That's how I'm brain for it.
Carter, Tree. Those are definitely two mainstays. Connolly, people seem to be getting a lot of burn for. Let's see, who are we forgetting? Anyone?
Aren't Hill and Ogletree in the middle though?
Let's go to the videotape.
Because no. Damn, what's the name you just said? I'm having total brain farts here.
Carter
Hill. No, the guy after Carter. I'm sorry.
Ogletree.
Yeah.
Giants depth chart. Hold on, let's look at the official depth chart. The unofficial official depth chart. I don't even know why they would.
And just to answer this guy who's asking about Daniel Jones, we do not think he's starting week 1. I don't care how good he plays in the preseason. Not starting week 1. Got to have the season either close to in the dumpster or in the dumpster to sit Eli. Again. Can't be throwing that guy in with a season on the line his first year.
Okay, so for them, they have as their number one's linebacker. They have B.J. Hill as defensive line.
And?
So they have Kareem Martin 1, Ogletree, Tate Davis, and Lorenzo Carter. In the second tier, we got X-Men, Connolly, B.J. Goodson, and Golden. So it's probably going to wind up Ogletree, Lorenzo Carter, X-Men, and Connolly, probably.
Connolly, yeah, that's what I would think too.
Then you have other people, Avery Moss in the mix, and Kareem Martin. No, you see him. I don't know. It's picking. It's like picking from a bad group.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would give the young guys a burn. Carter, X-Men, Connolly, and put in Ogletree out there as a veteran, even though we're expected he's going to get burnt a few times.
Yeah, leader out there. I got you. Totally on board with that. Ooh, Angry Giant says, "Do you think G-Man could make a trade for Clowney?" We do need some pass rushers. We do, but not happening, bro.
No. That, what would we give up? A first and a second round?
Yeah, not worth it.
No deal there yet. But the better question is, are we going to bring in a veteran wide receiver, not named Victor Cruz. There goes the comment section, but
Like that?
like Dez, are they gonna bring in Dez? What would you say the percentage of likelihood that they are gonna bring in Dez?
You got your Google handy, right?
Should I just type up 0?
When did when did he tear his ACL? I want to say it was week 8 or week 9.
What? No, I don't even think it was that. He didn't even play, no?
No, he practiced for a week. The Saints added him late because somebody got.
Oh, that's right. He was a late addition and he injured, but he never played.
Exactly, because his second practice might have been first. He tore his ACL.
Oh my god. Yeah. All right, I'm on the Google machine. Is he even working out with anyone or trying?
I don't think so. I would assume he'd still be in rehab right now.
So the big news about Dez is that he sends a message to the Dallas Cowboys about Dak Prescott. That's the headlines right now. Dez says Dak deserves $40 million.
40.
Jeez.
I mean,
if I get you paid $40 million, can you get me back on the team? Wait, Washington Post. Des Bryant says he still has no interest in playing football, but says he hasn't retired. Let's break that sentence down. Des Bryant says he has no interest in playing football, but says he hasn't retired. Okay, Des. Got you on that one. Got you on that one. Crabtree over Dez from Miguel. I don't know. I'm all about giving the young guys burn. I wouldn't bring in anyone. Let Reggie White get those guys in the mix.
Yeah, man, I'm down with that. What's the worst that can happen? We hit on one of them and maybe get a draft pick next year.
Oh, this one's interesting. That guy, 1st and 3rd and Jackrabbit for Clowney.
Ooh,
I
can see Houston fighting on that.
That's a bit much though. For 3rd, 1st and 3rd. Well, we give away 3rd round picks all the time, so maybe that isn't that bad. We don't have a 3rd. We gave away what's for Sam Beal. Oh, no, that was last year, right?
Yeah. This year that just passed, we gave it up. Because then we traded our other 3rd away to move up for DeAndre. Right? Or was that 4th?
Can we trade for Calvin Johnson's rights? Yes, we can trade for Calvin Johnson's right. I actually looked it up. He's on the contract for like another year and a half or something.
Oh, man, that would be great.
Marco,
pulling up to the airport, brother. I got a bone out on you.
All right, no problem.
Great talking to you tomorrow. Same bad channel, same bad time. Just hit me up.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, G-Men family. Take it easy.
All right, talk to you later.
All right, Marco.
All right, everyone. Let me see. I'll take a few more questions. I'll fly a little solo for a bit, and then we'll jump off. If anyone wants to jump on with me, do you guys have the link to Discord? You could jump on. Let's see. Invite people. Copy the link. All right, I just sent it out. All right, so let us go through some of these. All right, guys, real thoughts. What do we go this season? So I don't think the Giants are that good, honestly. We're looking at 5-6 5-6 probably wins. A max. Oh, someone jumped in. Hold on. What's up, Chip? How are you? Lucky if we're 8-8, if that. I think so. Oh, what's up, Ned? How you been?
Yo, what you doing in here?
Yeah, just chilling out, testing it out. A little live stream.
Oh, cool.
What's going on with you?
Not a whole lot. Just crying over the fact that I made a premature prediction of 8-8, and then all of our receivers died.
You put money on it, or you
So,
just a prediction?
yeah, I was like, hey, you know what? I think we can go 8-8, and then it was like, boom, Shepherdstown. Boom, Slaytonstown. Boom, Golden Tate gets suspended. I was like, oh, come on, man. I was like, all right, we might be able to do some good, and then just bam, 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 everyone dies. It was like, oh, what curse have I brought upon this land?
I think if we get 5 games, it's 5-6. I think we're gonna do. But yesterday we were going through the first like half of the schedule, and I had them at like 4-1, and I was like, this is impossible. Then I had to go back and do it. I had them winning at Dallas because no Zeke. Then I had them winning in Buffalo, winning. And I was like, "Wow! How? There is no way they're gonna be 4-0."
I haven't heard your guys' take on this, but here's my take. I want Daniel Jones to play in Game 3
3.
of the preseason. Like the one where they treat it like an actual game.
Mm-hmm.
Like a semi-game. I want to see how he performs then. Like, obviously, you can put in Eli and then, like, sub out Daniel Jones and, have them share reps during, like, the starter's time. But if he does well against them, like, I'm not sure I wouldn't be too opposed to saying, hey, maybe give Daniel Jones a shot against Dallas. I mean, if he does better than Eli against the same personnel, and granted it'll be a preseason game, and it's but they're still sort of treating it as like this is the warm up for game 1. I mean, fuck it. What do we have to lose? We're tanking anyway. Like, we pretty much made it pretty obvious that this is like a rebuild season. So, fuck it. What do we have to lose?
Yeah, that's the biggest question now. Where everyone's like, "Oh, we're in the middle of a QB controversy." The moment they drafted Daniel Jones, it doesn't matter how he plays. It's a QB controversy just by the pick alone.
Sure, but I like
to get him actual burn. I hear you. Yeah.
Obviously, he's not going to stay like absolutely perfect, 0 incompletions.
Yeah.
Everything
QB rating 20,000, right? Yeah.
But I want to see how he does in like an actual sort of like prep for a preseason game, not a
like a full run through.
You're going out against the second stringers, which granted, hey, even then that was an impressive showing, and I'll give credit where credit's due. I think that was a really well done drive and showed a lot of potential. Probably shut the people who were absolutely despising the pick up, at least for the time being. But I can't help but flash back to, some of the other quarterbacks who have done really, really well in preseason and then, done absolutely awful when it comes time to actually play. The first one that comes to mind is Christian Hackenberg, which I hope to God Daniel Jones is not as
Right.
bad as. Like, oh my God, if we got Hackett, like, I don't even want to think about that, but,
I saw a few people, they sent me photos of Ryan Leaf Aldul's Peyton Manning in preseason debut or some stuff like that. I was like, oh.
well, Ryan Leaf, he had the ability to be good. The issue is he was just an idiot. He was just an absolute moron
Right.
and a locker room cancer. Like, the Ryan Leaf was just absolutely awful locker room person and didn't have a good head on his shoulders. It was never a question of did Ryan Leaf have the tools to be successful when it came to athletic ability. The question always was, did Ryan Leaf have a good head on his shoulders that could actually like make good decisions in the pocket, get along with his teammates, be a leader, so handle the media, so on and so forth. And the obvious answer to that was no.
Let's see. Bradley Sands says, so I take we have pretty much zero chance of beating Dallas. No, I think we could beat Dallas in week 1. I don't think it's going to be a blow.
I think it all depends on if Zeke's going to continue holding out or if Jerry Jones is finally going to be like, yeah, I'm going to overpay my running back.
So
Todd Gurley, who needs to learn a lesson from that? Come on down, son. Get your, 5 years, $60 million contract, per year.
My God, I don't want to say anything because I know that's going to wind up being us in a few years. But
look, you know what? Let's be straight up real. Saquon is better than Zeke.
Agreed.
He's also not as much of an off-the-field liability as Zeke is.
Yeah, no, I agree.
See the fucking Vegas incident? We haven't had, like, the St. Patrick's Day incident, getting suspended, the rumored bar fights, the rumored speeding tickets, the rumored car crashes, etc., 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 etc.
Has anything come from the investigation that the Cowboys were mismanaging
nothing will ever come up because
the police
what was said
accordingly?
in the lawsuit was that a coach said that he would take care of it, and the only reason he's suing is because he didn't get taken care of. So you know what Jerry did the moment that story came up, right?
Took care of it.
He phoned up this guy,
Yeah.
said, how many millions do you want? How many Cowboy suite tickets do you want? Season tickets for life, maybe?
And it's taken care of, yeah.
Got him to shut up and drop the lawsuit pretty much instantly. And, probably got it settled out of court somehow. Oh, yeah.
Is it totally done?
I must have been misremembering everything with Zeke. That's such a shame. Because that's what Jerry does. We know this. Like, do you guys remember, like, the Cowboys from, like, the 80s and stuff? Like, the White House, all the rest of this crap. This is what Jerry does. When it comes to at least Dallas, he has massive amounts of influence, massive amounts of wealth, and very easy way to get people to shut up.
A few people in the chat think he's going to sit out all year.
I mean, I would not complain about that. Please waste more time, with your quarterback on a rookie contract and not paying Amari Cooper. I mean, just every single new quarterback contract that comes up that just raises Dak's price.
Yeah, 40.
Send him into cap hell.
Apparently he wants 40 now. And Zeke is going to be lucky to squeeze out 20.
Well, from what I heard, his camp refuted the whole 20 claim, but he did reject the $30 million offer, which means he's looking for more than that.
Yeah, 30 plus.
Well, more than I mean, I guess it depends. There's probably like shit with like how guaranteed money is structured and all the rest of that bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm not an agent. I can't attest to.
What's going on in the back? Who are you excited about seeing this year? Is there any player that you're like, yes, I can't wait? Any Giants specifically?
I want to see that 6th-round wide receiver, Slay, or Slayton. Yeah, Slayton.
Darius Slayton.
And I want to see D-Law. I want to see how good he can be.
At safety?
Also, Dexter Lawrence.
Oh, Dexter Lawrence. I thought you said Love. I'm sorry.
No, I said D-Law. I also would not complain if we saw Zimenez out there. He looked decent in the preseason game. He got a chance to do. I think Corey Ballantyne could be a steal. The fact that he's taking first team reps now that Baker's out with a sprain, which fucking sucks because the average sprain recovery time is 4 to 6 weeks. Game 1's 3 weeks away, so that means he'll miss probably 1 to 3 games. So he won't be there for Dallas, which
right.
That sucks. But what can you do? I hope Corey Ballantyne can be a suitable replacement.
They have him officially listed as day-to-day Baker. So maybe they're just being liberal and calling it a sprain.
Hopefully. I mean, let me put it this way. This is a rebuild year. You know, it hasn't really been hidden that hard. It's a rebuild year. So,
No,
yes.
According to the GM, you could rebuild and win at the same time.
Yeah, well,
That's
it's Gettleman. His entire job is literally riding on a fucking quarterback from Duke. So, let's see how things go. Because if Daniel Jones is a bust, Dave Gettleman is getting that pink slip.
Yep.
And is out of there on the first bus in the morning. If Daniel Jones is awesome, or even mediocre, franchise level quarterback, he'll keep his job.
I'm in that weird spot where I want to see Gettleman retire, but Daniel Jones succeed. And by retire, I mean goodbye.
I mean, I don't know. I guess really what I can say is at least fucking Gettleman has like a somewhat better evaluator of talent. Which, I mean, it's really not that hard when you're comparing him to Jerry Reese. Like, that's really like one of the lowest bars you could fucking set.
He got 2 Super Bowls, and that's what you get. That's your low bar?
Dude, come on. That wasn't Reese that fucking built that. We literally... isn't it like we don't have a first-round pick on the team from the last 10 years now?
True.
Like, come on. How do you fuck up that badly with all those first-round picks? Like, I'm sorry.
But half the players everyone was crying about that we lost were all Jerry Reese picks. Odell, Collins. Those were all Jerry Reese guys. A lot of the people that they love now.
A broken clock is right twice. We still have who is that? Who is that tight end who Jerry Reese said would be the Jason Pierre-Pauls of tight ends? I don't even remember his name.
Adrian Robinson?
That irrelevant. We still had the person who I still can't believe has a fucking job in this league, Eric Flowers.
Starting
Like,
guard. Possibly.
Holy shit. Dude, I feel like I actually sort of have like sympathy for, like, I know I'm not supposed to, but I sort of have sympathy for like Dwayne Haskins if he has to start behind that fucking offensive line, cuz that's just going to be like Swiss cheese. The dude's going to be like put into the ground multiple times. We're looking at like potential like Derek Carr levels of, or not, sorry, not Derek, David Carr levels of offensive incompetence and ruining a quarterback early.
Just a barrage. Open
Just
door,
like the
yeah.
sack.
Hunting
Like,
season.
Yeah, basically like how to ruin a quarterback's confidence 101, and just like guarantee he never wants to play with you ever again. And they're not getting Trent Williamson back. I don't know why they keep thinking that they will, because he's pretty much made it dead set he's not coming back because they mishandled his injury. And they're still just like, oh no, we're not trading him. We're gonna keep him. And it's like, why you just fucking trade him? His value's going to continue to drop the longer he stays out. Like, just go get something for him while you can, but I mean, all of this would actually make sense, which is why the Redskins will never do it, because they're an incompetent organization run by one of the worst owners in sports.
Yeah. They're gonna. They've already botched that. They basically have Flowers penciled in. Trent is refusing. You know how that's going. They overpaid for Collins. Come on, like.
Did you see the screenshot of the what was it? It was like the in-game it was like the play tracker, and Eric Flowers got holding 3 plays in a row.
I saw. I did see something similar to that. I don't know if it was one that you're talking about, but yes. I think it was a PFF stat or something I saw come up, like pop up with that.
It was like, holy shit. Oh my god. Like, everybody who thinks like, oh, we could have just started him at guard, this season for the Redskins is about to show you why we could have never done that. Like, this is just, I feel for whoever the starting quarterback in Washington is, because they're just like never gonna want the ball. Like, they're just going to grimace every time they call a passing play.
How about another running play, guys?
Yeah. All right. So the coach says he wants passing play, but I'm gonna audible to a run.
I'm really feeling that play today.
It's, oh my god. How does he still have a job? It's like, what the fuck is going on with this league that there's such a shortage of offensive line talent that Eric fucking Flowers is getting, and Bobby Hart is too.
Starting
like,
both.
That's the crazy part. Is these people are starting on other teams. These are starting on other teams. I don't get it. The Bengals are like desperately trying to defend the contract they gave Bobby Hart, and the fact that neither of them are getting paid like league minimum is a fucking disgrace. It's just, everybody talks about like, oh my god, the Giants, their offensive line is garbage. But like, if it keeps trending at this rate, every team's gonna have an offensive line that's dog shit. Like, at what point do you say the talent for this is just so god awful?
Yeah, the bar is so low now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, all right, when am I going to expect that, like, literally any desperate motherfucker who wants to get a contract is just going to like, oh man, I'm not really doing too well at like defensive end. Okay, I'll just become a guard. Fuck it. You know, I can probably get a 7th-round pick contract with that. Like,
wasn't there a defensive end? No, what's defensive end or defensive tackle? It was a D lineman on Notre Dame who tried out for the Giants, and they cut
we
him as
literally called in a fucking guy who was doing shot put to come try out for the offensive line, and he made it in.
yeah.
A fucking shot putter. This is how low that the talent of the league has gotten at that position.
Just block, baby. Just block.
It's like, all right, defensive end. You can't be crappy, or you're not going to make it in the league. Like you can't be Eric Flowers level of bad, or you're never going to start. You know, quarterback. You can't be Eric Flowers levels of crappy, or your name is Nathan Peterman. You know, you pick almost any other position but the offensive line, and it's not as like diluted of skill as this position is, and it's actually going to cause an issue for the NFL in a few years if it keeps trending that way.
Yeah, because the size of the guys kept going up and up and up and up, and the skill level kept on going down and down and down and down.
And they have this issue where the offensive linemen need to get paid more than the defensive linemen, or else every other talented or like similar rates, or every other talented defensive, any like talented athletic kid is just going to choose to play defense because that's where they're going to get paid more. Like, you know, you look at like guys like Aaron Donald and like, you know, the elite talent at that position, and they're not getting paid as much as the elite talent at like the tackle position and the guard position, and that's going to have like that's just going to have like a sort of like avalanche effect where the talent that goes into the offensive line just gets shittier and shittier and shittier, and the job for defensive players just gets easier and easier and easier. The job for the quarterback has to get quicker. And it's going to spiral into a nightmare because they're not paying these dudes enough. Like, everybody says, like, oh, we overpaid Soldier and stuff. That needs, like, the offensive line market needs to go up because there's not enough talent at that position.
Yes. If you get a guy who's competent, he's well worth it. That's exactly what happened with Soldier. He's not like world breaking, but he's a competent tackle.
It's ridiculous. It's really going to cause a problem, and there's not an easy way to fix it unless this next collective bargaining agreement manages to put in some real big changes and raise the salary cap a lot as well.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I also think that I don't know. I've heard rumors about this, that teams want to be able to sort of like make one player cap exempt or something like that.
Oh, like the Larry Bird exemption? What is it?
Percentage of their salary doesn't go to the cap.
Mm-hmm.
You know, which would obviously lead to the overpayment of quarterbacks, but could temporarily alleviate the problem. The issue is, I just see it coming back to the same issue where those
other skilled positions, yeah,
just go up and up and up and take up more and more and more of the cap, and then it just comes back to, well, how are we going to pay the quarterbacks? And I don't know,
So last I heard that they were going to try to increase salaries by adding two games to the regular season and take a preseason game away, a preseason game or two away. And that's
I heard
that's
about
that's
that.
the
and
biggest
NFL
bargaining chip right now.
Yeah, the NFLPA has said like they're pretty firmly against that, which makes sense because
Yeah, they don't
That's-
want to put those guys at risk for an extra 2 games.
yeah, that's way more injury. So I don't know. It's just
They would have to do something like to get that through. They would have to, increase the size of the rosters. They could do that. This way, you could say, "Look, we're paying another 10 guys. We're going to 60 now or something like that. An extra 7 guys on the team. Otherwise, it's going to be a difficult sell." So Ned, I was gonna
sorry.
get ready to shut this down. Yeah, give me your last thought though.
The defense needs to be better than what we saw against the Jets in that preseason game.
Mm-hmm.
Darnold, besides that botched interceptions by Peppers, which, again, if that had happened, this wouldn't have been an issue. But, after that, Darnold tore through it like fucking butter. And so the defense needs to improve before we face Dallas. And Daniel Jones is still a mystery wrapped in an enigma that I would like to uncover.
I agree with you on both of those. Although I think the defense is always, in my opinion, slower to gel than other the offensive side of the board.
Oh, of course. I mean, like, it gets easier the more and more film you have on guys. So
Yeah, and plus they were playing pretty vanilla. I'm sure they're holding back schematically.
I'm sure as well. But even still, there were some
Yeah, you want to see
basic mistakes.
Yeah, or a pass rush that non-existent to this point.
I felt like they were at least able to collapse the pocket at I think twice, which is more than they were ever able to do, even if they rushed everyone.
Right.
So, on in that respect, I felt it was at least better in that sense. Oh wow, all right, I can see the offensive line actually moving backwards.
Well, the pass rush, the defensive side on running the ball, we should be okay. It's going to be difficult for them to go up to the middle. Teams are going to have to bounce out to the edge, and then, hopefully we could hold. But I think we'll be okay. Overall, just going to need some time. So I am going to wrap it up. Ned, it's been a while since I talked to you. I'm glad everything is okay. College is treating you nice, I'm hearing. I'm hoping.
Yeah, it's been fine.
Alright, that's good. And alright, I will talk to everyone tomorrow night.
Cool.
Alright, peace out.